Welcome everybody to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you every single LEGO set that is going to be discontinued / retired at the end of the year. I'm going to be starting with Star Wars since it's the biggest one. And I'll be showing you the price, what it looks like, and on screen somewhere, somewhere here, there will be the day it retires. And why do I have a Santa hat? You might be asking. Well, it's because most of these are going at the 31st of December. So that's Christmas time, and I love Christmas, so it's like, why not, let's put a hat on. Christmas hat, I was going to put a Christmas sweater on, but it's too hot. It's the middle of summer, God's sake. And it's English heat. I'm going to stop yapping. Right, okay, so the first one we have is Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout. £34.99. These are all going on the 31st of December 2025. So if you want, maybe like ask them for Christmas, or you could even just wait until November, get them on Black Friday deal, and then yeah, you can get some really cheap LEGO sets. So yeah, if this is the first one, I'll probably just go speed through them because I don't really like Star Wars too much, though I do want to get into it. Right, what is it? Control W. Yeah, so we've got the Darth Vader mask, $69.99 here. These are in Great British pounds, so add like $10–20 onto each of them. I don't really know. But yeah, we've got the Darth Vader helmet, and then we've got the Razor Crest. That is kind of a cool build. We've got a cool stand here, a few cool minifigures. Looks like the personal Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Baby Yoda, that's what I like to call him. I don't know his name. Isn't that Palpatine dude? I don't know. Get off. Yeah, this is $130. Jeez, I would not pay that much, but you know, it's Star Wars, so why not? Also going on 31st of December. Then we've got the X-Wing. This is, God, go away. This is, I think, is a bit of an iconic ship in Star Wars. We've got Luke Skywalker down there, I believe. I could be completely wrong, so yeah. And then we've got, it's a cool selection of characters. We've got Ghost and Phantom at 2. Don't really know what any of that means. We've got, God damn it, why don't I even try? Ahsoka? Yeah, Ahsoka Tano's T6 Shadow Shuttle. That's cool. We've got, I actually really like that minifigure there. He looks quite cool. I like his headpiece there. And then we all know her. Don't know her name, but we know her. What one is it? I think it was that. There we go. And then we've got a little bit of a mini set. We've got for $20. For some reason, it's now in dollars. To be honest, I would for probably yeah, that's probably about £15 then. So yeah, I'll definitely pick that one up if you like Star Wars. We've got the Onyx Cinder. That's a cool. I really like this character down here with the scarf and everything. And then we've got the Tantive. What is that? 4-5? Yeah, I think that's 4. For $69.99. That's a cool little ship. Then we've got another invisible hand for the 25th anniversary. It looks like Sunrink. 25 years of LEGO. I think that's it, probably. Then we've got the Bark Speeder Escape. That's a cool one. Yeah, I used to have, or my brother used to have a few Star Wars LEGO sets. And they used to be all from the old movies. So there we've got the Droideka for $60. We've got Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. Yeah, so sets like these from like the the second lot of films, so in the 2000s. So we've got $60 here. That's not too bad. We've got Ashoka's Tano's Jewel. Yeah, that's a cool set. $50. Yeah, I guess so. You could get loads of these on sale. Then we've got Pazfil's Vizsla and Moff Gideon Battle. $35, not too bad. This is like from the Star Wars game, so I'll probably definitely pick that up. But $50, that's quite steep. Probably go $35 to $40 for it at most on a Black Friday sale. Yeah, bit tight, you know, but oh well. We've got Luke Skywalker wing mech. I don't remember there being mechs in Star Wars, so I would probably give that one a miss. And we've got a Create to Play droid. This is kind of cool if you like to just display like bloody R2-D2 and other ones. That'd be quite cool. And then we've got the TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup. That's actually quite a cool set. $94. Yeah, with Star Wars, you know, you got the X-Wing and then the TIE Fighter. So, and then the last one, we've got the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit for $70. Sorry, if that was $7, that is definitely worth it. 70. I'll probably give 60, 55 at most, probably. But yeah, that's the Star Wars lot. Right, now onto the LEGO ideas. If I had loads of money, I'd probably buy like most of them. There are a few I don't like, but you know, we've got the mid-rise lighthouse. Look at that. That looks absolutely awesome. On a seaside town or something, I think, is it all? Yeah, it's enclosed as well. I think that's a great set. 260 for, I don't know, how many pieces? Yeah, okay. I'll probably go for like, I don't know. I don't know what I'll go for, actually, to be honest. I don't know what I'm rambling about. But on Black Friday, I'm sure this will probably get 200, 175, maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, on the next one is the Hocus Pocus. Look at that. That is incredible. Amount of detail on there. The characters are all... Well, they're also cool. I haven't watched Hocus Pocus before, but this cottage looks incredible. I really like these flames up there. I like this wheel here, and I like all the vines. Vines. That's the word. Yeah, I absolutely love this set. I'd probably actually buy it. This probably not. I'm not really into these kind of sets, but they are great models of each of the insects. So we've got, I don't even want to guess, is that a grasshopper? No, that's a mantis, isn't it? That's the blue butterfly, and that's some sort of beetle from Animal Crossing or something. $70. Do you only get one? You get all three. Okay, yeah. I would probably pay $70 if I was into that. And out of this one, I think this is an incredible one. £125 for this. Since it isn't like Harry Potter, Star Wars, or anything, they don't have to pay any licenses. So £124 for that. That is incredible. Like, if it goes to 100 quid on Black Friday, I'm definitely taking that. It is an incredible thing. Incredible build. Lego set. I don't know. Anyway, on to the next one. We have the Orient Express. This is probably one I wouldn't get. I'm not really into trains. Might be slightly autistic, but I'm not into trains. It's a cool build, don't get me wrong. If you're into trains, it looks like an incredible build. You got all these characters down here. One train I would get though is the Polar Express, but I believe, let's have a little search. The Polar Express. Is it one? Oh, it's not one. I thought there would have been one. My bad. Okay. Anyway, on to the next one is the Family Tree. I really like the colours. If it was a bit more orangey, like autumn, I would definitely think about picking it up. But this base bit and how black it is, I don't think I really want it too much. It's an alright set. And on to the last one, the iconic red London telephone from my home country, England. Absolutely love this set. It looks awesome. $100 for it though. I don't know how big it is. How big is it? Let's have a look. Okay, it's quite big actually, to be fair. That is quite big. 100 quid. Still maybe a bit too much. 80, especially since it's not licensed. 75, 80 quid, I would say. Look, we're all excited for this one to go. It's an absolutely horrible set. It's a Green Goblin construction figure. $20 on sale now. Probably wouldn't even spend that. $11. It is... I don't like it at all. I just don't like it. I don't know why. It's just offsetting to me. But yeah, that's one of the two Marvel ones. The next one, we have Rocket's... Was it Warbird vs. Ronin? I liked this movie. It was amazing. And I think I probably would buy this, but there's the bigger version of it. That looks absolutely awesome, which I think I'd probably rather pick up. And then just to finish things off, we've got Kai's Source Dragon Battle. Didn't really know where else to put this because it's the only Ninjago one. But yeah, that wraps up these three. They're all going out on July 31st, so at the end of this month. So if you want, pick some up, because you won't have any more time, because Black Friday isn't until November. Alright, so here we are with the LEGO City sets. There's quite a few here today. So we've got the F1 Garage, and Mercedes AMG, and the Alpine cars, sorry. These are going to be quite expensive because these ones you have to get licensing from like Mercedes. So that is going to be quite expensive. So if this one is £70, is it worth it? As a person who doesn't love cars, I'm going to say no, but if you love cars, probably it might be worth it. Not too sure. Let's go on to the next one. The next one is a modular galactic spaceship. I think this is quite cool. Now they don't have to pay licensing because it's, well, no one to pay to. $70. Yeah, it's quite cool. I mean, I'm sure there's like inside, yeah, there's inside stuff. So yeah, a bit more worth the price. Probably go for this rather than the cars. The next one is the red sports car, $8.99. Absolute good value if you just want a little Lego set. You can get wrong with that one. Off-road police car chase. There's lots going on. You've got 3 vehicles. What is that? 4 minifigures. You get built gold. You get 2 side builds. So you know what? £35. I'd pay that. We've got the donut truck. I used to have the pizza one, I think. I would do anything to get that one back. I absolutely loved that one. Donut truck though doesn't really do it as much for me, but is a cool little set. $17.99. Couldn't go wrong. The lifeguard beach rescue truck, not too bad. You get a shark for that. You get a few surfboards. You get a cool build, a few minifigs. Bit overpriced, I would say, but you know, I'm stingy. Don't have much money. Anyway, the pizza versus fire truck race car pack. Yeah, it's quite cool. If you're into that, I think there's one main set, and then you can get these little car pack things. Hence the name pack. Yeah, I think they're quite cool if you're into that, if you're collecting them ones. And then we've got another aeroplane versus hospital bed race car pack, $8.99 again. And then, yeah, this is the main set bit. So this is $44.99. It's not the best, it's not the worst. The pricing, bit questionable. But how many pieces? Okay, yeah, it's alright. It's not too bad. The Red Farm tractor with trailer and sheep. I like this one. You get a few sheep pieces. I don't have any sheep pieces, to be honest. We've got a small, what is that, German Shepherd, maybe? I'm not too sure. We've got a little lamb, and we've got some carrots and a cool tractor build. Why not? It's quite cool. And the last one is the F1 Williams Racing, and it has F1 race cars for $17.99. For the size of them, quite expensive, but I guess you've got 2 here, so why not? Make sure to pick that one's terribly wrong. Make sure to pick one up for yourself. Alright, so we've actually only got one for Jurassic Park World, whatever you want to call it, which is a dinosaur fossil T-Rex skull. That is actually quite a cool build. I like the footprint in the stone. The build itself looks quite cool with this plaque down here. How actual big is it? That's actually quite big, to be fair. Bigger than I thought it was going to be. So that's a fair pickup if you want that. Alright, so for the Animal Crossing series, we've only got 7 retiring this year, which is a Julian's birthday party for $15. For some reason it's there, so don't know what that would be, probably like £12-13 in my currency. So yeah, it's a bit of a cool set. I'm a fan of Animal Crossing. Less so of New Horizons, but it's an alright game, so why not? And then we've got Bunny's Outdoor Activities for $20 again. It's a bit more, you've got a bit more levels in this one. You've got a bit of a tent, a nice camping spot, and we've even got a tarantula, which you could sell for quite a lot of money. Next one is Captain's Island Boat Tour. We've got Captain, and I think that's Marshall there. We've got actually quite a lot. We've got fish, we've got something crab, don't know what it's called. We've got a few palm trees, a bit of bamboo, and a few other cool things, and a bit of the docks that is in the game, which I think is quite cool. Right, the next one is Isabel's house, you know, the face of Animal Crossing. And we've got, is it Dina? Something like that, her name? I can't really remember it, but we've got that iconic trees from Animal Crossing. We've got the present in the sky. It'd be cool if there was oh wait, I'm mistaken. There is a bit of a slingshot there. And then we've got also an axe and a shovel like you would find in the game. And then we've got a bit of a post box. I think I kind of like this set, £35, not too bad. I think it is, yeah, it's not enclosed, is it? No, but it's almost there. It's just the back of the roof and the back of and the back wall, but you know, it's not too bad. The next one is Tom Nook's store and Rosie's house. We've got, of course, we need Rosie and Tom Nook. If it came with Nooklings, that'd be quite cool. We've got an orange tree there, and both builds quite decent personally. Probably wouldn't pick it up for $65, but it's not too bad. And then we've got Flying with Dodo Airlines, so we've got Tangy, I believe their name is, and then we have got, is it Gulliver, something like that. And then we've got just the place where you start the game when you get to your island. Anyway, on to the next one, we have KK's concert at the Plaza. This is quite cool. I'd probably want it, even if it added like another 5-10 quid onto it, a few more minifigures, a few more of the like the popular ones like Raymond or something. So we've got KK side, we've got another variant of Isabel, and we have Audrey. I believe Audrey's like based on, or like the name comes from someone who spent hundreds of hours in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Anyway, I don't really think you care about my knowledge of Animal Crossing, so let's move on to the next one. And for Fortnite, we've got 3 awesome sets, unfortunately, going. So we've got the Duraburger here, which is found on top of the restaurant thing, I think, in the Chapter 1 map. It might be Chapter 2. I'm not really sure on my Fortnite knowledge, but that's a cool overall build for $12.99. Couldn't go wrong. And then we have, if I do the correct buttons, we've got the Supply Llama. We've got a few things that comes with it, and I think overall that's quite a cool set, the little llama. And then, as you can see, you can stuff the things in them, which is quite cool. Anyway, we have the last one, which is Peelybone, which is probably my favourite, £89. You can see into him, all his intestines and everything. I think it's quite a cool build. I wonder how big it is. So yeah, you can see this side. It also comes with a back bling, a pickaxe, and a gun. And he is... Oh, you can you... No, I thought you could model him, if that's the word. But yeah, I think he looks quite big. Not quite big, but you know, in this picture by his hand, not too bad. We've got a few Sonic Lego sets here. So we've got the first one, the Shadow the Hedgehog Escape. Not really sure on Sonic. I've watched the movies. I played the first one on Switch, I think. But apart from that, I'm not really sure about Sonic. 18.99 seems a bit high, but you know, I'm not a Sonic fan, so I can't really say anything. And then we've got this mech. I don't really know why they need mechs, because they're basically superheroes, but we've got Knuckles, I believe, yeah. And we've got the gem that was in the movie. And then we've got this other person, God knows what their name is. Then we've got Tails, Sonic, and a random enemy, and we've got a bit of the train in the background, a cool boat. $54.99, that's in dollars, so probably about $45. Not too bad, not too bad. And then we've got a £30 set, the Knuckles and the Master Emerald Shine. Got basically was it Dr. Egghead, something like that. Then we've got, is that Rosie? I don't know what her name is. And we've got Knuckles there, that's quite cool. If there was a big emerald there, that'd be even cooler. I don't think there are. Let's have a little look in the pictures. No, there isn't, but you know, not a bad set to be honest. Control W, and then we've got a nice big set for £80 or $80. Sorry, we've got a nice big drill car. We've got Shadow in the back again. We've got an actual Egghead minifigure, and we've got a few side builds on the side, which I think is quite cool for a $80 set. What's that, about 70, 75? I don't know the conversions. Could be dead wrong, but you know, we've got that here. And a very small little set that'll go in. We have the Wednesday set. So we've got the Wednesday Addams Family figure. It's a cool figure. I like it. It's quite close to what they're trying to represent. And we've got even a few outfits you can change. We've got the hand here as well, which is quite cool. I accidentally knocked my mic. And then we've got this one. This is in a friend style, I guess. Down from $90 to $62, so not too bad. This is probably the only one I'd probably get if I had to pick one, because it's more of a traditional Lego set instead of the other one. And then I hate this film. Absolutely hate this film. But we've got Wicked, Alphabar and Glinda figures. Hate this movie. Thank God it's going. And it's $50. Alright, and the last 3 that are going to be retired by the end of this year, we've got just a few miscellaneous ones. So we've got the Cozy House. Apparently we don't. It's already been retired. Well, my list is out of date already. And then we've got this McLaren Formula 1 race car 2023 for $14.69, down from £20. That's quite a cool car. I like the replica of it, and you get a little minifigure there. Couldn't really go wrong with these ones if you like cars, to be honest. And then the last one, we have the F1 collectible race cars for £3.49 a pop. Right, and that's the list for every single set that's going to be going at the end of 2025. So if you have any you want, maybe save your money until Black Friday, and then you can get just a bunch of them for extremely cheap. If you've enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me what sets you're going to be buying down in the not in the description, in the comment section down below. Anyway, see you later.